Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As we have seen in my previous session, I have said you how to install Heroku as well as a Git. So let's host the Django project which we have developed in this whole tutorial into the live. So let's create a domain name and let's host it into the Heroku. So let's play the intro and start the coding part.
Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you.
So let's host this particular Django website. So I'll just press Ctrl backticks. So I'll just click onto the new terminal over here. So I'll just open the new terminal. So here I'll just come back inside my CD project directory. So come back to the project directory. So once it is done, so I'll just run the particular server python manage.py run server. So I'll just run this particular command. So I'll just press Ctrl and just open inside the Chrome. So you can see we have designed the website. So we'll see how to host this particular website into our Heroku for the free of cost. So I'll just go to the particular herokuapp.com. So I'll just go to the herokuapp.com. That is inside my home page. So once you have logged in, so in my previous video I have said you how to create a free account and all those things. So you can see I have already logged in over here. It is just showing me the particular account, the ARK Pro Coder, that my account is getting shown over here. So once it is done, so here you can see all the thing is working fine. Here if I want to add my particular logo, first I'll just add the particular logo. So let's see how that I'll be adding later. So later I'll just after hosting, after that I'll show how to add. If you do any changes with your website, how to recorrect it. So now what I'll do here is, so I'll just the server is getting running inside my terminal here. So now I'll be opening one of the notepad files, so which I'll be putting this particular link inside the description, or else you'll be having this one inside the stuff. Like I'll just open DJ important. So I'll just open this particular Heroku app file. So I'll just open this particular file. So here I'll just open this particular file. So what I'll do here is I'll just copy everything from here. I'll just copy everything from here. So sorry, I'll just copy everything from here. So then I'll just open the Sublime Text. So once I open this particular so I'll just open this particular file inside my Sublime Text so that it should be visible. So what I'll do here is I need to run these many commands to host all the websites. So all these particular commands will be this particular file I'll be adding inside the description. You can just go ahead and watch it through it. So what I'll say here is I'll just open where is my particular project directory is here. So where is my project directory is here. So I'll just come back to this particular YouTube folder. So here there is a Django folder. So here is the particular project directory. So what I'll do here is I'll just delete this particular Git account over here. So what I'll do here is first so that I'll just delete this particular GitHub account. So what else we can do here is, so let it be this particular website here itself, so that I need to give this particular code for you guys. So now what I'll say is I'll just copy this particular project. Either what else I can do here is I'll just first what I'll do, I'll just host this particular project inside my GitHub directory. So let it, if I just do that one, actually I am providing you the code, so that particular code will get destroyed when I am getting hosted. So what I'll do better here is I'll just copy this particular project. So I'll just go back to the YouTube back here. So I'll just create here as a Django hosting. So I'll just create a new folder. I'll just mention as a Django hosting. So I'll just make it as a Django hosting over here. So once I click onto this, I'll just paste this particular project over here. So once I paste this particular project, I'll just cancel out this particular project from here, and this particular project I'll just open inside my Visual Studio Code. So you can see I'll be opening this particular code inside my Visual Studio Code, so where I have been added over here. So I'll say here python manage.py run server. So let it no need to run the particular server right now. So what I can do here is I'll just so this is a website. If I just refresh, it will get scratched now because it has been stopped. So now what I need to do, I'll just come back to this Django hosting. So I'll just click on to there. You can see once again I'm just clicking over here at the tab. I'll just press as a command prompt cmd. So this particular folder will get open inside my command prompt terminal. So what all the things I need to install here is, first I need to install this particular pip install gunicorn. So I'll need to just install this particular pip install gunicorn. Just enter this particular command inside your particular command prompt terminal. So once I install the gunicorn, so I need to install what? Pip install pip env. So I need to install this pip env. So I'll just copy this command. So pip install pip environment. So I'll just right click and I'll just install it over here. So pip env is used to install the virtual command. So once I installed the pip env inside my terminal, you can see all these commands you need to run it. So install pip install gunicorn, pip install pip env. So once the pip env is installed, I need to install what? Pip install virtual env. So virtual env environment. So even I need to install this particular virtual environment. So I'll just add over here. I'll just add one more command over here. So I need to just add pip install virtual env. So I need to install this pip install virtual env also. Okay, so I'll just make it as third command. So you need to install this particular command. Then I need to download the Heroku as we have downloaded. So now I need to click on to this particular, that is Heroku login. So I need to say that Heroku login login. Now I want to log in from the Heroku. So you can see already you need to log in from your account. So just keep that particular home page as it is. Then just click and enter this command. So you can see it will be going to this page. Click on to the login button. You will be logged in into the Heroku app. So once it is done, so you can see it is logged in as grkprocoder.com. So just press enter over here. So it will mismatch. So if I just tell cls, so it will clear the terminal over here. So next, what I need to do here is, so after installing, I need to activate this particular folder. Now see, this particular Django folder project, I need to activate this particular folder as virtual environment. So I need to install some of the modules so that I cannot mismatch with any of the other folder. So I'll be putting this particular project into a virtual environment, that is a virtual env. So where I'll be installing again Django everything inside my particular virtual environment, so that it will be not related to any of other folders over here. So I'll say, so here I'll say virtual env. So virtual env, and I'll just give the space and I'll put a dot and enter. So once I enter this virtual env dot, so you can see I'm just entering this virtual env dot command. So once I enter that command, you can see a number of projects, libs, scripts, a number of folders got created over here. So once the folders got created, what I need to do, I'll need to say this particular command. I need to run this particular command /script/activate. I need to activate this particular command. So I'll just activate. You can see Django hosting, the particular folder style has been changed into this particular fashion. So once I logged in into this, so first I'll just come inside my project directory. I'll just tell cd project. So I'll just tell cd project. Okay, so if I just tell pip list, so once I tell pip list, you can see a number, all the whatever the things is be there, everything will be shown over here. So the particular the data item of, you can see I'm having a pip here, set up the tools, and will only the things is been installed right now. Nothing has been installed inside my project. So now what I need to do here is I need to install the Django as well as request all the modules I need to install. So which are the modules we have installed? So we have installed first pip install Django. I'll need to tell pip install Django. The latest version of Django will get installed. So you can see the Django is getting installed over here. So once the Django is installed, so what is the next module we had installed? We had installed the Django all out, so that to run the particular command. So I'll just tell pip install Django all out. So this is the module which we install for the login with the Google account. So I'll be installing this particular module also, and I have installed pip install Django also. So once it is been installed, what the next we need to install is, we need to install the pillow module. So we have, at the time of development of our project, we had installed the pillow module, so that to upload the images as well as to view the particular images over here. So once it is been installed, so you can see all the packages it is getting installed of the Django all out. So once it has been installed, I need to install next what? I need to install the pillow module. So I'll just install that particular pillow module now. So I'll say here as, so let's see, once okay, I'll say here as a pip install. So I need to install pillow module. So I'll be installing this particular pillow module also. So once the pillow is installed, so I'll just check whether the server is running or not. I'll just tell python manage.py run server. So you can see I am inside the project directory. So I'm inside the project directory where my manage.py file is been there. So I'm just running that particular server, python manage.py run server. So you need to make sure that you are inside the perfect directly. So if I just open this HTTP request inside so next particular stuff, you can see once I open, you can see my particular website is running. You need to check whether it is working or not. If it's not working, you need to, if you have missed any module, the server won't get started over here. So you can see now all the thing is working perfectly inside my development server. Now actual, I need to host it into where? I need to host it into the Heroku server. So now once it is done, so what I'll do here is I'll just come back to the command prompt. So we have installed all these things. So I need to install some of the few modules, that is a pip install gunicorn. I'll install the pip install gunicorn inside my virtual environment. So I'll say pip install gunicorn. So once it is done, I need to install what? Django Heroku, pip install Django Heroku. So once I right click, you can see I'll be installing the Django Heroku also. So once it is installed, if I just tell pip freeze, so if I just say pip freeze, we can see what all the modules I have been installed. All the modules has been coming over here. So these are all the modules we need to install in my server to run this particular Django project. So I'll say here is everything. I'll just freeze it into the requirement.txt. If I'll say pip freeze greater than symbol, I'll just say freeze it inside my requirements.txt file, and the spelling should be perfect. So requirements.txt file should be perfect. The spelling name should be perfect. So see, once it is done, once the particular command is been run, so it is a little bit hanging. So once it is done, you can see there will be a requirement.txt file over here. So inside my requirement.txt file, what all the modules I have installed, it is just storing inside my project directory. It is requ requirements.txt file. The spelling should be as it is. So once it is done, so here I'll just cancel this one. So once everything has been done, so now let's see what is the next command I need to install it here. So let's come back to my command prompt. So all I have freeze it inside my requirement.txt file, as I have said in this command, the 12th command. So now I need to create a particular domain name now. So what is the domain name? Like I have a domain arkprocoder.tech. So same arkprocoder is my domain name. So you will say here I'll just say here as a Heroku create. So I'll just tell here arkprocoder. So if I just give this particular command name, so I can see once I create this particular application, so let's see, it is saying, see, the name must start only with a letter or a digit, can contain lowercase character. It is saying me. So I'll just see here as a arkprocoder. So let me see whether this particular domain is available or not. So I can see arkprocoder is already taken. So I'll just say here is ark. So I'll just tell as a ark coder. I'll just tell ark coder, the particular domain name. So even you can see ark coder is already taken. It is just showing me. So I'll just tell here is this says here AR Rahman. So I'll just tell AR Rahman. So if I just tell this particular domain name, so you can see AR Rahman is not taken. So I have just created a domain name. You can see creating a AR Rahman done. It is showing here. It is created this arrahman.com. So if I just open this particular link inside my Google, so I can see it will be showing me welcome to the Heroku app. That means I have created a app. Now I need to run what? I need to run this particular project inside this particular domain now. So let's see how to do that one. So come back to here. So once it is done, I need to create one proc file over here. This is a very important step you need to take care of. But you can see where I am inside this particular folder. I'll just create a new folder. I'll just capital P I need to give. So see capital P ROC proc FILE proc file. So you need to get this kind of symbol when you are creating. P is a capital, rest all the letters are in the small letter. PROC FILE file. Inside my proc file, what I need to do here is I need to add my gunicorn to connect with my project URLs here. So see here. So once it is done, I need to connect with this particular line. So once it is done, I need to add this kind of line. And you should not give any extra spaces over here. So you should not leave this particular like empty. You cannot give like this. You cannot remove this space. Okay, if you remove this much, only a small mistake will not run the project inside the server. So I need to give like this one space over here. And the project of my name here is the particular project name in my application is project itself. So I'm just giving as a project. So whichever the folder you have given at the time of Django admin create start project, the particular project name I had given as a project itself. So if you have given as a iCoder as your project name, here it will be iCoder. But I have given as a project, where is my settings.py folder name is project. So I need to give project.wsgi. So inside my project, there will be a WSGI file. I need to run this particular application when I am importing, when the particular when it is hosted. So I am just giving same as it is. I'll just save it. Everything I'll just save it from here. So once it is done, what I need to do, I need to add some of the important concepts inside my, I'll just copy this Django Heroku and these two things inside my settings.py file. I need to paste it here. I'll just paste it at the bottom. So I'll paste it here, import Django Heroku, and I'll just django.heroku.settings local. So I'll just save this much. So once I save this one, I need to run this GitHub. So as I said in the previous video, so you need to install what? Heroku and Git to just host it. So now I will be hosting. See where I am running the command, same as it is you need to do, else you will be getting error. So now I'll say here is a git status. So if I just give the git status, you can see it is not a git repository. So I'll just say git init. So I will initialize as a git repository. Now you can see git status. You can see this many folders is been there. It is showing to me. So next it is once it is the command is run. So now I need to say what? Git add everything. So I'll say everything added to the GitHub repository. So I need to just copy this one command. I'll just right click. You can see I'm just adding everything inside my git repository. Then I need to add this particular command. So I'll just add this command git. I will be committing all the status. You can see all the thing is getting committed. So here I need to connect with my domain name. So I'll just come here. I'll right click. So what is my domain name here? The domain name is what? ER Rahman. I'll just tell ER-REHMAN Rahman. So ER Rahman is my domain name. It is which when I created at this time. So you can see I have created a domain name by taking out what? So ER Rahman is created. If you have created something, if you have created your domain name as Sakina or anything, your name like Harshit Aditya.com like that domain name you need to give it, whichever the domain. Here I have created a domain name as ER Rahman. So I'll just enter this particular command. So I am just remoting this particular git repository to this particular Rahman over here. So you might get two things over here, like if you are new to this GitHub, so if you need to have a GitHub account, so create a GitHub account first. So you need to create a GitHub account also here. You need to just create a GitHub account. So just go to the GitHub account, github.com. You need to create your account over here to host it. So just create that particular account over here. So after creating your GitHub account, so you can see this will be my GitHub account. So this will be ARK Procoder is my GitHub account. I have 31 repositories. So you need to create a GitHub account and just save it. So if you don't have, just create a new account, normal procedure, sign in and log in it. So no need of doing anything. So after logging it, you may get some of the two commands, like one small bug, like just set it your GitHub repository. What you need to give, so whatever the GitHub account email as well as your GitHub account name will be there. So whatever they will be giving two commands over here. So same command you need to run it over there. So same command run with they will be giving in the optional there will be a GitHub account name and your GitHub account email. Two things will be there, I think. So you need to run with the same command and enter it. If you get that particular else no need of worrying about that. Okay, so here only I have said you. So next, once it is done, so I'll just git push Heroku master. I'll just tell git push Heroku master. So I'll just right click this particular command. That means I will be just hosting my website with this particular command. I'll say git push Heroku master. So I have set it to everything now. So let me can see it is enumerating all the objects and it is just building the sources and everything. It is installing the Python 3.9.5 and it is installing the pip and a number of things. It is installing the SQLite 3. Everything it is getting installed over here. So once it is installed, you will be seeing our website live over here. So you can see here I don't have anything. So once I refresh this page, I can able to see the particular website inside the Heroku here. So now once it is hosted, so let's see how it can be done next. What all the steps I can be done over here. So you can see it is installing the Django Heroku and Pillow is getting installed. So you can see everything has been done. So you can see 137 static files has been copied and so we'll be seeing over here. So once it has been done, so let me see. So I'll just can see all the thing Python manage.py, everything it will run automatically. You can see it is installing all the packages, Django 3.2, Pillow it is getting installed, everything. So how it is getting installed? It is looking to my requirement.txt file, whatever the modules I have specified here, everything it is getting installed. So once it has been installed, so you can see the Django has been done, the verification deployment is done, so everything is done. It has been successfully deployed. So come back and if I refresh this particular page, so now I need to see my website. So you can see we have hosted our website perfectly. You can see if I just go to the blog page, you can see everything is working perfectly over here. If I just click onto the logo, it is going to the home page. So all the things I am getting able to see from here. So I can just click onto the login page and you can see that it is in the HTTP response. All those things we have hosted our website successfully. Now if I just go to the admin panel, so now the main thing is what here I cannot log in with this particular credential. You can see it is saying me from the Django.site I cannot import this some of the errors I am getting it. So how I can just debug this particular error, and once the login happens whether the data will get saved, not the data won't get saved right now. So I need to run some of the few commands. I need to create a super user. So in my next video I'll be saying you how to create a super user and how to connect with the PostgreSQL, then how to create a logo over here. Then we'll see one of the thing how to log in with the Google accounts also. Even you can see if I try to click onto the login, I'm getting this kind of error. So let's see how to debug that particular errors in my next video. So we'll be seeing the next video link inside my description. So